Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alright, it's good to see you again, and hope everyone is just in very great condition as usual. Nah, again, as I told you that today, this month, we are going to focus on the strategy on how to encounter the reading comprehension, only for TOEFL. And since last week we talked about the main idea and the author's purpose by recognizing the key information. And iya Pak. Enggak sih. Budaya kalau yang masuk dia masuk. And today we are going to focus on the detailed questions, the vocabulary, and the pronoun preference by identifying the details of the question. All right. For encountering this kind of questions in reading comprehension, what you need to know is about, the skill that you need to understand, that you need to comprehend is the scanning skill. So what the scanning skill is? The scanning skill means that your ability to spot on specific word, which is, ask. Jadi untuk scanning itu nanti lihat kata yang spesifik sesuai dengan yang ditanyain. Misalnya ini teks yang, so let's take an example of this text. Misalnya ini teksnya. Nah, di teks ini, for example, like the questions, will you be able to see exhibition of Leonardo da Vinci's drawing in March? So this is the question. Look at the list of art exhibits below. Nah, ini ada exhibition listnya, and then the question is, will you be able to see the exhibition of Leonardo da Vinci's drawing in March? Nah, then when we do the scanning, berarti lihat kata kuncinya. Then we need to to pay attention on the keywords. Kata kuncinya apa? Kata kuncinya adalah Leonardo da Vinci's drawing in March, atau langsung cari March. Nah, if we understand that March is the keyword, udah langsung cari di March di sini. Mana yang March? Oh, March itu ada di bagian ini, Master European Painting, for example. Nah, so this is the March. Karena kata kuncinya keyword is the March, right? Nah, then we can go back to the question. You will be able to see the exhibition of Leonardo da Vinci's drawing. Berarti dia nanya Leonardo da Vinci, ada nggak di March? Ternyata nggak ada di March. Then we can say no, because it's not in March. Leonardo da Vinci itu in February. So that's the thing that you need to to understand. The first strategy is you need to able to do the scanning in your text. Okay? Jadi kalau ada question, lihat dulu, scan dulu. Apa kuncinya? Oh, ini kuncinya tadi saya ulangin. Ini kuncinya adalah bulan Maret, biar lebih cepat. And then scan, cari mana yang Maret. That's how you do the scanning. So, now, today about the detailed question. So, the detailed question is actually ask the specific detail in the reading. What they need is the specific information. It's about the examples, about the reasons, definition, activities, or other information. The questions could be various. Could ask about the who, about when, which, what, or how. Here are some examples of the question. Now, another strategy that you need to prepare for the reading comprehension related to the little question is your ability to paraphrase. Nah, so the paraphrasing means that you know telling in another word or phrase. Jadi kayak paraphrase itu intinya sama, tetapi kata yang digunakan itu berbeda, gitu. Atau kalimat yang digunakan berbeda. So this is the example. Like, Mozart was considered a child prodigy. Mozart began to play the piano at the age of 3 and composed his own music at the age of 5. Nah, so nanti biasanya kalau misalnya tanya misal for example like there will be a question in the text. Pertanyaannya misalnya what is the fact that people say about Mozart misalnya. Nah, pilihan A-nya Mozart is very talented for its age. That you need to understand that a child prodigy itu diparaphrase menjadi very talented for his age, yang kayak gitu. And then another one like the most popular, kadang-kadang juga bisa dibuat frasanya menjadi the biggest selling, atau in close proximity, it should be nearby. So it's actually dealing with, it's also dealing with the synonym dari kata-katanya. This is the example, and let's just do it. Biasanya langsung lihat pertanyaannya dulu. What does a Komodo dragon usually do when eating smaller animals? Nah, since you know the text is about the Komodo dragon, yeah. And then the question is, pay attention, mana kata kuncinya? The keyword is eating smaller animals. Keywordnya eating smaller animals. And dia ngapain? Eating smaller animals. Then you find, cari, scan, mana yang eating smaller animals. Then this one, right? Smaller. Fit on something got or smaller. Nah, smaller is, this one is, you know, we can say it could be like a paraphrase of the smaller animal. Then we can conclude that the answer is all here. So Komodo will swallow it a whole. And then we can jump to the conclusion that the answer is this one, because it's here. It attempts to swallow the animal a whole. Kayak gitu, dia karena kecil langsung ditelan. Okay? I think this is all right. Another one is about this one. Still, let's take a look at the question. Why does Nicole want to be back in school in 2 weeks at the latest? Nah, lihat keywordnya adalah 2 weeks at the latest or back in school. And then we find, oh, di sini mana back in school? Langsung scan this one, back in class, to be back in class. Tapi di sini in a week, but the author said it will take at least 2. Nah, the question is why? Kenapa dia mau balik? I don't want to miss more class than that because I won't make it back for school singing contest tryouts. This take place in 3 weeks. Nah, for this one, yang dia paling inginkan adalah for singing contest tryouts compared to, you know, to be in the school actually. Therefore, the answer is this one. Okay? Next. Let's make it quick. What activities could the students do after lunch? Nah, di sini keywordnya mana? Putri, keywordnya adalah, which one is the keyword? After lunch is the keyword, okay? And then you go scan which one is after lunch. This one. Students regroup at 1 p.m. to eat late lunch. Okay, after wrapping. So this one I told you as the paraphrasing. Ini yang saya bilang contoh dari paraphrasing tadi. After wrapping up lunch itu maksudnya ya udah setelah selesai semuanya makan. That's the paraphrasing. After lunch tadi di sini jadinya after wrapping up lunch. It shouldn't sign up for free or the activities the zoo offered. So what activities katanya? After lunch, there are 3 activities available. So it's C. Okay, that's how you do it, faster for reading comprehension, asking for detailed question. Remember that there's also the negative detailed question which asks about which one is not not true about this, or these are the questions. Negative detail questions asking about the specific detail which is not there. Jadi questionnya, contoh pertanyaannya yang mana, which one is not true, or which one, all the other mentioned all except ini kecuali except is kecuali. Berarti cari yang tidak benarnya. Which one is not true, misalnya gitu. Which one is not mentioned. Ini semuanya pertanyaannya nunjukin pengecualian. Okay? Let's move on to another skill. Another type of question is vocabulary question. It might be, could be tangible difficulties because the most difficult thing is we don't know what the meaning of the the text or the word is. Kadang-kadang kan kita nggak tahu arti katanya itu apa. Susah karena kekurangan lack of vocabulary juga, makanya agak ribet. Nah, the strategy that you might be able to do is lihat makna dari kalimatnya secara keseluruhan, dan you can just go deeper to the sentence yang ada kata itu. Misalnya this is a sample, like in line 4 the word villain has closest meaning with, dia nanya kata villain itu sinonimnya apa. Closest meaning, ya, closest meaning means like close, so it's dekat, paling dekat, mirip. Nah, for this one, let's take a look at, this one is the villain, right? The word. Nah, as a whole, ceritanya tentang apa? A plot twist, the change. Ini dia. Lihat kalimat ininya dari sini. A popular plot twist is one that reveals a character which is very different than we originally thought. In some stories, we think of one character as a villain for most of the story, but then there is a plot twist, and we learn that the hero, and ini ada plot twist, and then we learn that the hero was really the bad guy all along. Nah, for this one katanya ada plot twist di sini. Tadi plot twistnya kan katanya a change from the way people expect from the story end. Berubah kan, ada perubahan cerita. So when it is say that the villain changed into a hero, berarti hero ini pahlawan orang baik. You know what hero means. But then dari sini kita bisa dapat bahwa villain itu adalah kriminal. Karena tadi katanya di plot twist itu ada perubahan, right? The changing of the character from good to bad or bad to good, kayak gitu. Nah, katanya dari villain berubah jadi hero atau hero berubah jadi bad guy. So you got it already here. Villain itu adalah bad guy. Yang di sini yang mana bad guy? Criminal. That's the bad guy. Okay? That's how you do the vocabulary question kalau kalian tidak paham arti katanya apa. Jadi bisa dilihat maknanya dari konteks kalimatnya. Biasanya akan dibantu oleh kalimat-kalimat sebelum dan sesudahnya. Gitu. Hope you got this. Nah, this is this is kind of easy actually. It is dealing with the pronoun reference question. I think this is the easiest one ya. Kayaknya ini yang paling gampang karena dia nanya pronoun reference biasanya. Nanya ini apa? Ini refer ke siapa? Kayak gitu kan. So I think this is kind of easy. It's asking about the pronoun reference question. Nah, pronoun reference question is it's your ability to identify the correct noun or pronoun. Jadi nanti di pronoun reference ini akan melihat kemampuan kalian untuk memahami kalimatnya, mengidentifikasi sebenarnya yang dibicarain itu apa. Gitu. Identify the correct noun or pronoun refers to. Jadi yang dibicarain itu apa. Nah, balik lagi, saya ingatkan bahwa basic skill-nya adalah you need to understand this, personal pronoun, ya, kata ganti, itu ada I, we, you, he, they, she, it. Terus kalau dia ada juga yang sebagai objek, I believe you still remember this one. Him, them, us, me. Kemudian ada yang sebagai possessive, yang pakai her, his, our, dan sebagainya. Relative pronoun, ya paling tidak you got this idea. Ada kata-kata seperti who, which, that, whom, whose, yang mungkin kalau di bahasa Indonesia biasanya diterjemahkan sebagai yang. Ini relative pronoun yang menjelaskan mengenai subjeknya atau noun-nya. Misalnya ini the computer, the book is mine. Misalnya. Nah, for this one, the book is the subject, right? This one is the noun and act as the subject. Is the verb here. Fungsinya sebagai auxiliary verb dengan kata kerjanya. Nah, for this one, ketika dia menggunakan, relative pronoun, it's a little bit about the. Nah, ketika dia menggunakan relative pronoun, itu akan berubah menjadi the book, misalnya that is on the table is mine. This is called as the relative pronoun. Jadi ketika dia ada kata that is on the table, nah frasa ini kan yang di atas meja ini menjelaskan tentang buku ini. Nah, ini yang disebut sebagai relative pronoun. Ya. Kalau who biasanya untuk orang, kalau which atau that itu untuk benda, whom juga untuk orang, biasanya whose itu untuk kepunyaan. Nah, this is called as the adjective pronoun, relative pronoun, I mean. Nah, kadang-kadang that-nya ini bisa hilang, bisa dihilangkan menjadi the book on the table is mine. Okay, that could be correct. Which is on the table is mine. That is on the table is mine. Ini bisa dihilangkan and then it could be correct. Nah, itu dulu yang penting untuk relative pronoun-nya. Nanti akan lebih jelas kalian pelajari di kelas 12. Kemudian ada demonstrative pronoun. Ya, kata tunjuk this, that, those. Kemudian the indefinite pronoun, some, any, few, other, another, none, one, most, and many. Nah, gimana contoh soalnya? Let's go to the sample question. In line 7, the word it refers to. Now, look at this one. Yang ditanya adalah kata it. It yang di line 7. Biasanya sudah ditentukan. 1, 2. Line, cara menghitung line itu gini ya, nak. Ini line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5, line 6, line 7. So this is line 7. So this one, yang it ini. Nah, ini udah jelas. Dia it ini refers to apa? It is in July. It-nya ini apa? Lihat kalimat sebelumnya. An example, Canada has winter in December. But in Australia, it is in July. Nah, apa yang Julai? Apa yang dibicarakan di sini? Yang dibicarakan di sini adalah winter. Winternya yang dibicarakan. July is the month, di sini sama-sama month. December, di sini December. Sama-sama negara, Australia and Canada. But here, it-nya itu dia mengacu ke winternya. Kata gantinya adalah it. Maka, it refers to winter. So, this is the answer. Kayak gitu. Ya, ada 2 lagi soal. Next, another example, this one, the word they refers to in line 2, or this one. They are also eaten by people after being harvested for sale. Nah, ini kan kita nggak tahu, they-nya ini apa? Eaten by people after eating harvested for sale. Nah, kalau di sini tidak jelas di kalimat konteks dalam satu kalimatnya, then you go back to the first sentence, kalimat yang di atasnya, the previous sentence. It requires millions of silkworms to produce enough silk to supply the world. So, they talk about the silkworms ini. Bukan silknya, tapi silkworms-nya. Therefore, the answer is D. Kayak gitu. And yeah, this is the last. Thomas is in line 4. In line 4, the word it refers to. So this one is the it. It ini refers to. He thought it neither too sweet nor too sour. Apa yang too sweet? Apa yang not too sweet and not too sour? Masuk ke kalimat selanjutnya. Kalimat selanjutnya, the previous sentence. Kalau kalimat selanjutnya sih, first, kalau seperti ini lihat kalimat yang sebelumnya. Nah, Thomas really enjoy drinking apple juice. Nah, di sini udah kelihatan that the answer is apple juice. Karena dia di sini bicara tentang apple juice, and then he thought it neither too sweet nor too sour. So, it-nya itu refers to the apple juice. Therefore, The answer is the apple juice. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for today that we can cover. Jadi hari ini kita belajar tentang 3 hal, basically 4. We talk about how to do the scanning. Ya, jadi today the objective is you'll be able to do the scanning for the questions. You'll be able to answer the detailed questions for the reading comprehension. You're able to do the vocabulary questions and then the reference question. Hopefully next week we will cover the last skill and strategy in the reading comprehension. That is about week 3. So next week we will talk about this one, how to do the questions asking about inference, rhetorical inference and rhetorical structure. How to do the logical reasoning for a question. All right, so I think that's all for today. You guys have questions, by the way? No? Okay, I think it's clear. Thank you very much for today. We'll see you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.